I'm currently Associate Professor at the Josef Korbel School of International Studies at the University of Denver and an Associate Senior Researcher at the Peace Research Institute Oslo in Norway. What I like best about both places is that I get to do really serious, rigorous academic research that's well supported and well endowed by both places, but that there's a real emphasis on translating that kind of research into real-world applications, meaning that we're not just satisfied with it appearing in a top-rated, peer-reviewed outlet or journal, but that we also want to see it being meaningful and relevant for changing the way we respond to violent conflicts around the world. And that, the ability to make a difference means a lot to me. The book I published in 2011 with Maria Stephan is called Why Civil Resistance Works: The Strategic Logic of Nonviolent Conflict. And this book came out of an argument between Maria and me, where Maria was basically arguing that nonviolent resistance, where unarmed people could prosecute a conflict against a highly brutal authoritarian opponent using purely nonviolent tactics like strikes, boycotts, stayaways, protests, and many others. She was arguing that that method of conflict could be as effective or even more effective than using armed insurgency against similar opponents. And I was arguing that in most of the kind of contexts that we were talking about, armed insurgency was going to have a much higher rate of effectiveness than nonviolent action by ordinary people. So it came out of an argument which resulted in a challenge, which was, okay, let's see which one of us is right. And we went about collecting the data from 1900 to 2006 worldwide of every major nonviolent and violent campaign, either for the removal of an incumbent leader, dictator, or the independence of a country, either from foreign military occupation or through secession. We cobbled together this data set of over 300 of these campaigns, and it turned out that Maria was right. The nonviolent campaigns not only were as effective, but more than twice as effective as the violent campaigns in achieving these outcomes. And one of the really striking things was that the success rates of nonviolent action are actually increasing over time, and the success rates of violent insurgency are going down. And what this really is suggestive of is this broader trend of the fact that armed struggle is going out of style, and there is this new alternative that honestly really starts with Gandhi and has spread since then, of ways that people can prosecute effective civilian-based conflict without using arms. So the book is really an exploration of why that might be the case. We do find that the source of success of civil resistance generally lies in its enormous potential to mobilize large numbers of people that are very diverse within the society. And large-scale mobilization of this kind really does add levels of disruption, political advantage, and long-term staying power that sets nonviolent mass movements apart from their violent counterparts. I lost the bet, but it was a good time to be wrong.